The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. They find some open field here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down to the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll run it again with Henry. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And just shutting him off there. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that one. He was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ballgame?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. Man open is Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Penix. This throw nearly intercepted. The D lineman almost had it, but 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Penix to the air once more. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hold on, ready? Ready, shot! Right on in! Get out! Go ahead. You change it.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Penix. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
To the air, Penix. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Falcons, nothing.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready. Ready. Hey, middle.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Penix working out of the gun here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Penix. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to get there to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's